It's so much fun over the weekend. And if you didn't get to make it out to Muertos Fest, we'll take care of you here. More details on that in a moment. But crowds came out this year despite construction and weather concerns at Hemisphere to, of course, honor and respect their late loved ones. And again, if you didn't get a chance to make it out to Muertos Fest, no worries. We're going to air a special rebroadcast of the event this coming Wednesday night, October 29th at 8 p.m. It will be filled with stories behind the altars, the musical performances, a procession, and much more.
Flashing yellow lights are bringing a sigh of relief in the southeast side of San Antonio tonight. Coming up on the Night Beat, we're talking about one family's concerns over safety of Military Drive, how that's shared across the community, and how the city is now responding.
Well, growth in West Bexar County is booming, but roads haven't quite kept up with that growth.
Yeah, it's causing a lot of headaches along Highway 90 and even traffic jams in some neighborhoods.
Yeah, so Christian Riley talked to people in one community about how this is affecting them and explains what the county is doing to fix it.
If you've ever tried to head west on Marbach Road past Loop 1604, you've likely hit this dead end. The road continues here about 750 feet on the other side.
You can almost stand on one side and see the other end.
Which means if you want to get from here to here, you'll have to cut through this far west side community.
What we're experiencing in the neighborhood is a tremendous amount of traffic.
Bexar County officials recently approved a contract to connect the two sides of the road, a move which some residents said was long overdue.
Opening of Marbach was supposed to happen years ago.
So I spoke to Bexar County engineer Art Reinhardt to figure out why there's been a holdup.
The land right now is privately owned. They just weren't ready to do anything.
So Public Works made an offer they felt was beneficial to both sides.
The developer is giving us the land, designing the road. We will take the plans and build the road.
Not only will it keep cars off neighborhood roads in Champions Park, but county leaders hope it will also relieve traffic on Highway 90 and Petranco Road.
Thinking this gap will really unlock a lot of congestion to be able to get from far west Bexar County towards 1604 and beyond.
Public Works said it hopes to begin construction by the end of next year and could open the road as soon as early 2027. Christian Riley, KSAT 12 News.
All right, speaking of relief, we are getting some in the form of a cold front. We have been waiting so patiently on, Adam.
We have been patient. I mean, and I do think this cold front will be just enough to prevent this October from being the warmest on record. So there's that too, right?
Yeah, we were flirting.
Yep, and get ready. Halloween's going to be fantastic.
Wonderful.
Feeling good. Great on Halloween. One of those Halloweens where we're so lucky, like any costume's pretty much going to be okay, right?
Nice.
I mean, trick-or-treating in the 60s. That's pretty good. So tomorrow morning, still warm and muggy, 70 degrees at sunrise, areas of fog again, just like earlier today. We make it up to 88 for the high temperature at 3 p.m. Then the cold front hits. It gets very windy, humidity drops, and by 9 o'clock, we're already down to 67. So let's talk about the wind gusts throughout the day tomorrow. Nothing spectacular. It's just out of the south at about 10 to 15 miles per hour for the first part of the day. Then the cold front hits at 3 p.m. Winds pick up and gusts are 30 to 40 miles per hour for tomorrow late afternoon, say 4 p.m. all the way through tomorrow night. And those high gusts last through Wednesday. So we have this fire weather watch in effect. Now, this doesn't mean that the weather could cause fires. It just means that if there's a fire, it's going to spread quickly because of the high winds and the very dry air moving into place. It was humid today. Our dew points were actually in the lower 70s locally earlier this morning, and now they're in the 60s. They'll rise back into the low 70s tonight, and then watch what happens as the cold front drops in. By 3 p.m., the cold front is roughly in San Antonio, so the hill country sees the humidity drop first. But after 3 p.m., a big drop in the mugginess and very dry air moves into place. I mean, we're talking dew points down in the 30s Wednesday morning and even potentially down into the teens by Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. So very, very dry air Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The humidity will increase a little bit this weekend, but dew points mainly in the 50s. So it's not that thick tropical humidity that we've been dealing with. So let's talk about what's causing all this. We have some action on the East Coast, another upper low in the northern part of the country. This is the one that's dropping southward, and it's pulling that cooler Canadian air south. The core of the colder air will be off to the east and northeast of us, but we're still going to notice it, and we'll still have a good 20-degree drop from our high temperature tomorrow afternoon to the high temperature on Wednesday, and you're starting to see some movement of that cooler air plunging southward. Now, I do want to point out, by the end of the weekend and by this time next week, early next week, upper level high does settle back overhead. It's just not going to be as hot or as humid as we've been experiencing it lately. I mean, low to mid 80s for high temperatures at that point. The average high, by the way, is 79. Really quickly, Hurricane Melissa, this is a rowdy hurricane. I mean, it's a Cat 5 whopper, max sustained winds of 175 miles per hour, and it's just drifting northward at 3 miles per hour. It will pick up a little bit of speed, making landfall tomorrow morning on that south, even western coast of Jamaica, lose a little bit of strength, and then hit eastern Cuba as a Category 3, and then slowly weaken as it heads somewhere toward Bermuda, but it's going to stay away from the U.S. 88, our high temperature today. Average high, 79. And look, we weren't that far from the record of 91 set back in 1980. 87 right now, dew point is 62. Dew points are rising this evening. Temperatures, well, in the 70s by 8 o'clock, 73 at 10 o'clock, and midnight 71. And then we basically just hold right near 70 the rest of the night, and starting the day tomorrow at 70, well into the 80s, even some 90s. Farther to the south and east of San Antonio, where it's going to take the cold front a little bit longer to arrive. So Poteet, Floresville, 91, Nixon, Smiley, 90 for the high temperature. And then look at Wednesday morning. Look what we wake up to. 40s in the hill country, 52 in San Antonio. And then we get to Wednesday, or I should say Thursday and Friday mornings, and we're down in the 40s. I mean, we're talking jacket weather, hoodie, sweatshirt, everything you've wanted to bust out but haven't been able to yet this fall. It's actually going to feel like football weather this week, this Friday, and for Halloween, trick-or-treating in the 60s. How about that?
I had no idea he got this excited.
Oh, it's great.
Cold weather.
So good.
Always, any kind of weather. But let there be layers.
I see that.
I like it.
Okay, well, and this is a perfect transition to football because, Larry, now that the cooler weather is coming, I mean, the football games are more tolerable outside.
Yeah, and the action on the field is really heating up at the same time, though, because there's only 2 weeks left in the regular season. So teams are jockeying for playoff position, playoff seeding, you name it. Coming up, we're going to talk more about our game of the week. Tybee at Alamo Heights, a key 13-5A2 matchup. We got it coming up.
Momentum's important, but they have a lot of momentum as well.
They're pretty impressive. You know, when you watch video, they've got athletes all over the field. They spread the ball around.
Head coaches Curtis Neal and Ron Ritterman are preparing for a monster district clash in big board sports. Our game of the week Friday night in big game coverage will see the Kerrville Tybee Antlers at the Alamo Heights Mules in a huge District 13-5A2 matchup. With just 2 weeks left in the regular season, this game holds a lot of weight. Alamo Heights is 8-1 this season, 4-1 in district, and in second place behind Bernie and ahead of Tybee. The Mules have won 4 in a row, and they are treating this week like it's the postseason.
We want to treat this game like a playoff game. We want it to be that kind of atmosphere at practice all week to prepare against a really good football team, because that's what you're going to see in the playoffs.
The playoff implications from this game are huge. It's really the difference between having a home playoff game for the first round or going out and going to play an away playoff game, and so it really is a playoff game. Both these teams are going to be really good playoff teams, and I'm excited for it.
It should be rocking. I mean, we're playing for number 2 seed, home game, playoff spot. A lot on the line.
It's a big game because
it is also wanting home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. The Antlers are 6-2 this season, 3-1 in district, and currently in third place. And they're coming off a bye week before facing the second place Antlers.
We're in playoffs, and that's one of our goals, but we have a whole lot more goals on the table. District championship, home playoff game, and that's going to be determined in the next 2 weeks. And so this week, Heights, and that's our sole focus this week.
Is this a big game for y'all right now?
Yes, sir. I mean, this right here is determined seeding for the playoffs, and our goal is a district championship, and we're going to go get that number 1 seed. They're competitive. They're going to fight. They're going to work, and I mean, it's going to be a tough game, but we're going to come out on top. So
from day one when I arrived here, we set a goal to win a district championship. Our young men have put themselves in that position. Now, Alamo Heights is in the way. We have to make sure that we play one of our best ball games of the year coming this Friday night on offense and defense and special teams.
Tybee at Alamo Heights Friday night at 7 is our game of the week. All right, time now for our brand new 12s, top 12. We start with Class 6A for week 10. There's no change at the top with Steele number 1, followed by Harlan at 2, Brendan at 3, Johnson at number 4, and Brandeis at number 5. Medina Valley is up to number 6. They are district champs as well. Clark is down to 7. Sotomayor is now number 8. Reagan is up to 9. Canyon is down to 10. Warren is 11. And Judson is new this week at number 12. In Class 5A, Smithson Valley is still number 1. Bernie is still 2. Alamo Heights is still number 3. Piper's up 3 places to number 4. New Braunfels is number 5. Southwest Legacy is 6. The Southwest Dragons are 7. John Jay is 8. Tybee is 9. Bernie Champion is number 10. Sam Houston is number 11. And Lanier comes in at number 12. And in Sub 5A, 1 through 9, they are all the same, with 9-0 Davenport number 1, followed by Lavernia, Poth, Bandera, Hondo, Somerset, Canyon Lake, Blanco, and the Kennedy Lions at number 9. Stockdale's up to 10. Ingram Moore is new this week. They're number 11, and Marion is number 12.
12's top 12.
There you go.
November's already next week. Fantastic. All right, Larry, thank you very much. All right, don't go away. Bottom of the hour coming up, our KSAT Q&A with Bexar County Judge Peter Sakai after a break.